Oh, Merry Christmas. Today is the 25th of December, and here in Denmark we had Christmas yesterday. So it's a little bit different, you know, from country to country. But yeah, I'm sitting here just having a mess on my table, so I thought I might as well just put on the camera and wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So, okay, this is not going to be a video where I'm creating something. I'm basically just flexing my Christmas gift. So just relax, grab some coffee, and then take this as like a radio playing in the background. You're not gonna see anything super awesome today. What's going on is that I'm charging up this lamp that is a Christmas gift from me to my hubby. It is so awesome. It's a USB lamp where when it's charged up you can just disconnect it, and then you can carry it around your house. And then it got like you can take out these, so you can have like lights coming all over your table. And then if you press this one, there's like different kind of lights. I don't know if the camera picks up that I'm switching between three sorts of light, like really bright, really warm, and then really cold light. And of course there is a timer on it also, so I don't know what you're gonna use that timer for, but let me shut it off. And then you might think like, why did I? Oh, it was actually nice having that lights on in my stream, so let's keep it on. Yeah, it was like his gift, you know, but it's very usable for myself. So I think in a way I just bought it kind of for myself. It's because when I'm using my sewing machine, my eyes is just, and if I take on my glasses, it's too blurry because it's the distance of the glasses is not fixed to you know, the sewing machine. So yeah, it's just, I thought, oh man, I need like a portable lamp. So because I sew in different places in the house, but depending on what I'm sewing on. Okay, now I'm going into a rabbit trail, but basically I was purchasing this lamp, and then I thought, I might as well just change it into a Christmas gift since it's like December. But yeah, okay, so you could say that that's like one of my own gifts. So, and here I am, okay, I was just about, you know, when you get these cords, charging cords, and you can take them off the item, I usually get confused when this cord is just lying in a drawer. So what I do is I take washi tape, and then I actually write a label on the cord for what it's charging for. In that way I will always remember which item goes to what. I'm just gonna write lampe. Okay, lampe. Here you go. I'm not sure that's gonna stay. Maybe we should take like a different kind of, like a Sharpie thing. Yeah, but I got a lot of things that charges on a USB. And it sums up, guys, it sums up. For work I use this hat with a lamp in the forehead. Because like I said, my eyesight is not like super good. So I got a charger for my hat. I got a charger now for this lamp, and then I got chargers from a different thing where I'm measuring the temperature outside. It's like a cordless, so I can see the temperature and the weather. Okay, blah blah blah. But I actually have 5 or 6 different cords lying in my drawer, so it's always a good thing to label it down. Okay, I should totally have cleaned up my desk, but since I don't have anything exciting to create in front of you, I thought that maybe I could do the cleanup with the camera on. But oh my god, let me just put this back down so I can close the lid and show you. You know, I am a sucker for cases, wooden cases, and especially with art supplies inside. I also like wooden cases for like sewing supplies and yeah, it's all kinds of my tea. I store my tea bags and different sorts of tea also in wooden boxes. There's just something really likable about a nice cigar box reused, or like a wooden suitcase. So my hubby was like totally spot on. This is his Christmas gift from me, and he just hit, you know, what's it called, the head of the nail, I don't know, but it was just spot on. As soon as I unboxed it and I saw the outer case of this wooden case, I was like, oh my god. Just the case alone, you know. I don't even care what's inside, but the case alone. And then I opened up the case and it's just art supplies in all different kind of media. Okay, let me just put this back on. Okay, I have of course already swatched out, played with stuff, because you kind of have to touch and open things to get to know them, right? Okay, ta-da, it came like this. Nice claps. Looking like this, where there are claps here. And then tiny things to pull out a drawer. It's just up my alley, I'm telling you guys. So you open it up. Oh, did I already open this one up? No. And then it displays colored pencils here. And then there is especially 2 colored pencils, like super beautiful. Like this aqua here is just this really like nice teal. I can just imagine that that's gonna be the go-to pencil for out sketching lines or just filling color. I like to pick my favorite color for sketching, because I don't know, then your drawing already starts with love, you know. And then there's this moss green that's like so yummy. So there was also this magenta that I really liked. That's also going to be one of my fave. And then a nice surprise, it is a reddish brown. You know, my red is my favorite color. It's a reddish brown, and on the pencil it just comes off like a dark brown, but on the paper, oh man, it's got like this maroon, warm, reddish brown tone. So already by now, these 3, oh, the light doesn't even pick it up and give it justice. These 4 colors are, you know, unique. Not like something I could match from my Prismacolors or anything. They're like 4 uniques, so yay. And then it comes with watercolors in pans, and it's like really a bit chalky, and you know, but once you used out these things, you could refill it with your own go-to brand. You could even like poke these out and start refilling it immediately, but I'm kind of, you know, I'm a kid, so I'm just gonna use this up or use it until I get like not interested, and then I can refill it. But already now there are some really nice hues in this. There is especially this red blush here, so beautiful for, yeah, like blush colors. Can you see how pale it can get? And then in mass tone, it's like a very how can I explain it? It's just super beautiful because it's a reddish pink, and it dries up looking like a very fragile blush. So and the reason why I know is because I played with this set. First I swatched things out, and then I made this face where I played with the different things like the oil pastel sticks and the pastels and the watercolors and whatnot. And then I played around on this page, and this is the acrylics. But okay, let me just show. I'm so excited. I love kits like this. Then it's got some oil sticks here, which is so cool. And I really like working with you know, different mediums, so having it all in one case is just awesome. in the drawer it got pastel sticks, and then charcoal sticks, and the blender, and then acrylic colors. And I did swatch everything out, and the acrylic colors are so sheer and transparent. I know you. Is it necessary to swatch out acrylics? Well, I did it because I wanted to see, are they glossy, are they matte, how saturated are the pigment? You know, all kind of questions get answered if you swatch them out. And it turns out that it's so transparent and sheer, and it has something to do with quality. Like it's not like artist grade or anything. So you can use it to your advantage, because the yellow is so sheer and transparent that you can actually glaze with it. So I did an experiment where I took some pastels and then totally set the pastels by glazing over with the red, the blue, and the yellow acrylic. So now the pastel is actually set in a journal. It doesn't even smear off. So yeah, awesome. And I'm just testing out my product, so this is not like a sketch that's like I've spent a lot of time on. But while I was doing this, I was watching Lizzie Brewer, so I tried to just sketch her out sitting in her chair. So yeah, I've been watching Lizzie Brewer a lot because I am quilting at the moment. But oh my god, I am so happy for this this suitcase here. I wish that I could have had this when I was at the hospital, because then I would have had like everything to play with at once. So awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I've been a little bit absent. Turned out that I don't endure my medication, so my liver had a dangerously high number, so I was at the hospital for observation for 4 days last week. But I managed to come home just before Christmas preparations and everything. But leaving so fast, I didn't even pack any art supplies at all. So oh my god, this is just like a nice grab and go trunk, and then you have it all. So awesome. Then my hubby and my son, they gifted me some alcohol markers. I have been playing a lot with alcohol markers during the October, where I did the Inktober using alcohol markers. And I originally had this, I don't know if anyone recalls, but my marker collection was of this 80 twin markers set, 80 pieces. And then he gifted me for Christmas, oh I love it so much, this 108 twin markers set, which is a step up from the same brand. But oh my god, because he did that choice, yeah, I am anal, I know. Because he did that choice, he actually provided me with the range of colors where there are almost no duplicates at all. So what I did this day was that I merged the two sets together, and I swatched them all out, and that's what you can see on this page right here. This here. That was my original set, and this is the step up set that I got for Christmas. And I don't know if you guys can tell, I barely have any reds. All these reds are with the purple tones. Does the camera show? Not really. But on the step up set comes the real red, like the carmine colors. And in this set here, I only had 2 purples. And in this set, I'm provided with a huge range of purples, going from mauve to lilac to really dark purple. So awesome. And there also is a big variation in the warm and the cool grays, because the first set I had a lot of warm grays, but then the second set, the majority are cool grays. So yay me. Now I managed to end up with this funky collection of almost 200 markers with almost no duplicates, and a nice step out range of each color, and finally a good selection of the lilacs and stuff. And I know pink, purple is not like my go-to color, but when it comes to markers, they're so delicious, juicy and yummy that these lilac tones and pink tones actually are my go-to color when I play around with markers. But now I can barely get my hands down. With the new set I got skin tones, so now I can actually try some more to make skin tones with markers, which is awesome because it's really difficult to see on the screen because the markers got different heights and everything, but you can almost see, because I put them in color ranges, where the old set is, because the markers are a bit raised up, and then where the new sets come in with the step outs, you know, the additional tones. So yeah, a lot of rambling. But it was just a joy making the swatch card up here to realize that, oh my god, now I got like the coolest range of colors. So because I am such an idiot to blend with markers, I don't really know how to. So I'm one of those fools who needs step outs. Like I need that range of yellows to make an ombre from the bright to a darker toned yellow. So yeah, I can barely get my hands down. And then because everything was just meant to be, the lids are closing and everything, even though that I merged two sets together. So yeah, I'm just so happy, so happy. So, and then yeah, we got more. Oh, he is so cute. My son gifted me this set. Oh, something is missing. The cat keeps running off with this. My son gave me this set because he asked what I wanted for Christmas, and then I just said something for the shower, you know, something to the bathroom. So he gave me like this very nice smelling British rose set from Body Shop. I really love it a lot. And they got this buttery cream and yeah, hand cream for the handbag and everything. I totally scored this year. Oh, it was just so nice, so nice. And then the present from myself was a new album, because I am doing the yeah, maybe I should show you guys. I'm actually working on using up my stash of Project Life stuff. I got a ton of the page protectors in different divisions, and a lot of those cards that you slid into the page protectors, these are just fitting for 12 by 12, so they don't show the divisions, but you guys know it. So, but I think it was like 2 months ago or something, I was cleaning up, and then I stumbled over my huge stash of like more than 1,000 of these small cards from Project Life and all those page protectors, and I was like, oh my god, I need to do the Project Life to, you know, use it up. So let me stop this and then show you guys what I've been working on. Oh, I got a camper on my desk. So yeah, I'm waiting for her to be lying there enough so that she would move. But while I'm waiting, I just want to show a cute little thing. We've been living in this house for, I think it's our 5th Christmas, and I don't know if you guys recall that I had neighbor issues from the day I moved in because we are running business from home. So we got a lot of trucks coming with stuff for the store, and you know, the traffic with postmen getting the bags, you know, our outgoing mail, yeah, blah blah blah. So every year since we moved in, I have been buying these glass cookie jar of a famous Danish brand called Homegirl, and it comes with so many different decorations on the jar itself, so you can actually collect, I think, up to 12 different designs from them. And I just grabbed 2 of them to show you. They're so cute. It's like gold embellished decorations going from winter to Christmas, and especially the Christmas ones are very popular. I don't have the one with the Christmas tree, but there is like a lot of them because it's like an annual glass jar coming out every year or something. But what I usually do is that I bake some home baked cookies and then just put a bow on it, and then Merry Christmas, and then my name, of course. But this year, because I was at the hospital, I did not manage to have time to bake the many cookies. So yeah, I'm a bit sad that I broke that tradition. I can still maybe give them a New Year's jar, but I just wanted to show because I think it's such a cute gift that I would love to receive myself, and it kind of softened up, you know, the relationship with our neighbors. And it's so cool because I know that I give them these jars at Christmas, so when we meet up outside for New Year's Eve to watch the fireworks, they are nice, you know, the conversation just rolls nice and gentle because you gave them something, you bribed them. So, but yeah, things has been loosened up during COVID, where we had our shop closed a lot and we were not allowing any customers, and have not since have running customers. But the parking is the most issue for my neighbors, because my customers just trash their car at the curb or at the pedestrian street, you know, and I'm out of control of it. I mean, we even write on the receipt that our customer gets before they pick up the items, please, these are the parking rules, you know. But it just, yeah, long story, but there has been like some neighbor thing going on where they're not like really nice. Like one of them this year was with the leaf blower. My neighbor, he blew all his leaf to, we have like a bushy fence instead of like an iron gate or iron fence or something. Then he just blew all his leaf, lining them up, and then he just blew them through the fence right up my house. And we were watching it from the kitchen window, and I was thinking, oh my god, that is so provocative. But yeah, he does the same. It just snowed. We were so lucky to have snow Christmas Eve, and then he cleared out his driveway by dumping all the snow in our driveway. And maybe he's thinking, they don't have a car, they don't need to get in and out with a car, so all that excessive snow, I might as well just pile it up in front of their driveway. But seriously guys, you don't do that to your neighbor, right? And then 2 Christmases ago, they are picking up the used Christmas trees in a particular day in January, and then one neighbor started to ditch their tree in my driveway. And then there was like our tree, and then a second neighbor also ditched his tree in our driveway. And I don't know if it's signaled to the whole road that, oh, it must be a pickup place for the used old Christmas trees in this driveway. So we came out, and for every hour or second hour we came out, and I come out a lot because I need to go to our garage while I'm working to go and get stuff back and forth. There was just another Christmas tree. It was like a huge pile in the end. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, okay. Yeah, enough rambling. But okay, this Christmas was rather peaceful. So there hasn't been... Yeah, there's just this one thing with a customer. Check this out. In 2012, what is that, like 9 years ago? We had a competition in our shop. I sell DVDs online, but back then I had like a real shop, and then it was so cool to have online competitions via Facebook, because back then there were no rules on Facebook, at least not on the Danish Facebook. no rules about it was illegal to do advertisement like that. So we had like where people could come pick up their winnings in the store. And that year, 9 years ago, the Danish Christmas calendar on TV had another edition that they sent out to the market. So we in total had 24 different Danish Christmas TV calendars on DVDs. So we thought it was such fun that it was like actually 24. Like there was like 24 days for Christmas here in Denmark because we celebrate the 24th. So we had this thing going on, this giveaway where each day we gave away 3 Christmas Christmas calendar thing. Yeah, long explanation. But the thing is that these editions are limited editions. If they don't sell well, they won't print it more up of these copies. So what happened was that one of these Christmas calendars called Julisvinget, it was a cooperation between a Danish group of people and a Swedish group of people who sat down and made this very cute TV Christmas calendar, and then released it on DVD. They only had a limited release, so we quickly ran out of those copies, and then it has been very demanded ever since because it's rare, you know, that's how thing is. So I get an email from a customer saying that, oh, can you get this DVD? And then the link is from an old post 9 years ago on our Facebook page where we had a giveaway on that DVD, right? And then I write the customer back, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have that anymore. It's out of production, so sorry, I can't help you. 4 days pass by, and then the same person sends me another email saying, I won this item and I haven't received any. And then I'm looking at the name thinking, haven't I seen that name before? And then, oh yeah, that was the person who asked me if we had it for sale. So I write the person back, like playing the game, like, oh, I don't know who you are, you know. I just politely writes back, I'm sorry, it's a closed giveaway 9 years ago, so we don't have it no longer, sorry. And then the person gets persistent, and it just evolved through the day, ending up with 5 emails from this, I have to say, Karen. This Karen wrote me 5 times, like, oh, she wanted her presents, she won a giveaway, and then the final email I wrote to her, I said, listen lady, I know who you are, you're the one who wrote me 4 days ago inquiring about this product, and we actually have our winning people on old emails, and you are not one of those, you know. But isn't it lame? Like, I had a Karen episode and she was blowing herself up. She was writing stuff like, you don't say on your Facebook page when the competition is ending. Like, you have to, today the rules are different. You have to disclaim a lot. You have to say exactly when the competition is over, what date and clock, and you know, everything. So it was just like, oh my god, like she was going to sue us or something. Yeah, so that was like this Karen episode. But for me, it was, in the beginning, it was like a little bit entertaining. Like, I was working and then doing my work hours, I kept bling getting this email from this angry Karen demanding to collect a price that for first A was not available any longer, and B, she's talking about a 9 years old giveaway. I mean, like, it was just, and it just went on the whole day. So yeah, that was just it. Oh my god, this cat is never gonna leave. And I was in the middle of my Christmas flex video. Okay, maybe I can show something else. I've actually been quilting a lot lately. Yeah, and I talked in chat with Kimberly, telling her about my embroidery thread. I keep it in this giant old cigar box. Isn't it yummy? I so love it. And then it took a while. Look at the inside lid of these old cigar boxes. Oh, love it. I really love it. It took a while, but it was worth it. I unyarned every single embroidery thread that I have and put them on these things that I cut out on my Cricut. It's just a label shape, and then there's like two bundles on each of this. Yeah, I haven't been color coordinating it a lot, just randomly, but now when it's done, it is so precious to look at. I really love looking at it, and I can't believe that that whole pile of embroidery thread that I had just you know, in a little box. I think I showed it once and it gave Janet anxiety. So Janet is watching. Look, Janet, I cleaned up the box mess. So now it's here. And what I've been doing is that I am actually slow stitching on an old quilt. I showed the quilt before, and now the cats may leave. But it's an old quilt so instead of like slow stitching on a new piece of fabric that I'm not sure what I'm gonna use it for, I am just gently sitting doing these embroidery, not very visual, but still like decoration with embroidery thread. Maybe it's more visual, this one, like nice calm rows. Yeah, Kitty is leaving. That is cool. Oh my god, only to disappear in this blanket. But what I do is that I just pick an area, and then I'm consistent with the embroidery pattern along the area. And this kind of block-sized quilt, there is a lot of rows where I can oh no, she's lashing out after me. Be nice, Kitty. There are a lot of rows where you can just pick a pattern and then just sew down the line. Is it beautiful? I think it is. It's a nice breakup from the fabric itself. So, and of course it looks like, oh, that's super time consuming, but it's actually super soothing to make these. And I know some of these are like super long because it's a huge quilt, but it's yeah, it's just nice. Oh yes, she left. Okay, now I can continue with my project life. Oh, just a little rabbit trail. I have finished off this quilt. I had to stop working on it last year because I had finger issues, but oh my god, I love this quilt. It's just with repetitive stars made out of blue fabric on a white background with this blue, it's like a plate, but it's Prussian blue with black, so it looks black, but it is patterned. And I just finished this blanket and I'm so proud of it. It was kind of a pita because it's so huge to quilt in all these squares. You can see on the back of it my top quilting, and every star gives out this funky pattern and pattern on the back of all the stars. But oh my god, I am so in love with this project, and I did so well. I'm usually a wonky quilter, but everything lines up in this one here. Like the pointers are just touching the binding. I mean, it's just all the way through, just really well done. And I got like a good spacing the way things are quilted in. So oh my god, I love it so much. It is so beautiful. I wish that I could show you how huge this is and how beautiful it is. There's something really likable about these blue colors on a calm white background. But I quilted all the you know, the blocks when you connect them. I quilted between those layers, and then I quilted on the stars. now I'm in doubt whether I should quilt patterns in these areas here. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it was a joy working on this. It is so just really likable, really a likable quilt. So now I'm afraid to jack it up. But it's fun to see on the back all the labor that went into it. It was a labor of love. I really love sewing. It's been lying for a year where I haven't been able to work on it. So yeah, it's just really, really nice that it's done. I mean, really likable. Okay, enough about that. Okay, the project life, it's a little bit different. What I'm doing is that I'm taking, and they're like super huge, these project life albums. They can hold 12 by 12 sheets, so you kind of know a little bit about the size of it. What I've been working on lately, and why I need a whole separate album, is trying to make like sections that are only focused on my hobby. You know, I do mixes like these pages here. This is about the, remember I made a storybook with a fib story where I drew all the illustrations to it, and then something about this huge quilt that I just showed you guys. I washed it and now it's hanging to dry. And there is another quilt that I really like a lot. It's made out of scraps and crumbles. It's also been washed and just drying. Yeah, but anyway, my project life just took a turn from not being like with people, cats, or you know, into hobby related items. That's what I want to say. Starting with this page right here, and then I thought, oh my god, it could be fun to take a picture of some of my favorite paintings that are done on really huge sheets, because normally I don't show them because they are so large sheets, so it's not easy to flip through like it is on a small journal or something. So I just slowly started to take pictures of my huge paintings, and then it evolved into this fun idea about why not make a project life where, because it's art related, I could make like a whole art related project life journal. There is a lot of pictures of paintings that I forget because they are, I don't know. It's just when you have like huge sheets, you don't often flip through things. And I also like all the pictures. It really sparks joy to see my materials, like my watercolor pans here, the box from Janet. This is a photo of me working in the garden. I'm using the big garden table to work on, and then summer, you know, sunshine. So yeah, pictures of my desk, mess of my desk, and what I painted are like really likable. And then because it's in a photo album, you can kind of group things together that has like a certain theme. So here I started grouping all the funky facial portraits that I made, because they are like really huge, and some of them are done on canvases, you know, with a fat edge, so it's not something I can collect in a journal and flip through. So yeah, now then I ran out of album space, and some of them have, like I said, this theme where I'm working on a special technique. This is from a Kathy Albert class where I just work with the technique, learning to do this blurring with acrylic paint. Yeah, so that's why I needed this new Project Life album. I hope it's going to turn out to be something that I will continue with, because man, I have a lot of things done. I have a lot of paintings under my belt, thinking about it. So I think I could actually fill up an album. And I also love these pictures I told you before about art supplies, because I'm reliving the excitement it was to unbox them and play with them, getting to know a new medium. So yeah, I just want to say it out there because we take less, I can only speak for myself. I take less pictures of my son and my hobby after my son turned 20. I don't know why. It's just gradually I take less and less pictures of my family. It's like it's fun to do it when they're small and we're going places, you know. But suddenly I take more pictures about my cat and my art desk than I take of my family. So why not try and make a project life book just with that? That could be so awesome. So that's what's going on here. This is also typical Lena. Like, look at this. I'm taking pictures of me packing lunch. This is like everyday life. Me packing lunch, my favorite bag at the moment, my favorite coffee cup. And yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about making a project life album just with that category of pictures. So it's not going to be like a coffee table album or something, but it's going to be something for me, so that I find the joy in looking into just glimpse of what's going on in my life, cute things, stuff like that. Yeah, just wanted to talk about that. But let me think what I'm going to show you next, so hang on. Oh, I do have a one more rabbit trail. Every year for Christmas, there is this Danish tradition that we eat something called risalamande. Risalamande. How do you say it in English? Well, it's like a cold dessert dish made out of rice. It tastes really good, and then you pour on cherry sauce on top of it, and it's like a dessert. So it's a very nice dish to eat. And then inside the ball you hide an almond, and the one who gets the almond wins a present. So it's not like you want to bribe people to just eat up. It becomes like a tradition, you know. Yeah, I don't even know who started it. But every year I try to include a game as a gift, because we also like to play games on Christmas Eve especially, and we have a lot of board games. So I'm not talking like electronic computer games, I'm talking like board games. And last year we tried this Besserwisser, and it's an old game, but I just never really plunge into this kind of Trivial Pursuit games. I think it was because I had during the years to you know, you can't play with a 6-year-old Trivial Pursuit questions like how many square feet are the size of Greece compared to Italy. You know, you can't. There's just certain games that go well with certain ages. So for years we have been enjoying kind of kids games during Christmas, and then last year I tried this Besserwisser, which is questions about, you know, it's an adult game, and it was so fun to play it last year. And it was a joy that my son, he was what, 19 or something. It was just fun to have, you know, you could step up those kind of games. So this year we played and got this set. Oh, it was the box, not me. We got this set and it was so hilarious. Oh my god, I didn't even know what was inside, but you're gonna laugh when when I unbox it and I show you. Okay, it came like this, and you're like unboxing, and here is like the plates that each player is gonna have. All the questions like this, and then you lift up this bag. What the hell? I know. So it turns out this game has a lot of musical questions where you either have to play something and then they have to guess what it is, or your question is something like you get the tunes, and then you have to guess the melody. Like you guess the tunes, you get the tunes like this, like so you have to sit and pound like yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, red. And then because none of us in this house except my son is got any rhythm in us at all, and plus you had to look at the, you know, the only song that I know from this one is APG Jamie. You know, that's the only song I know. APG Jamie. But it was so hilarious. And as an adult, you're just sitting, you know, focusing on the colors, like blue, no, yellow, blue, red. So you go like yellow, blue, red, you know. It was so lame of it. I even think this one is turning the wrong way. So it was so hilarious. And then it was like, it's all about the momentum, you know, and my son, he was like, oh my god, I can't believe how you guys can distort a simple child tune from a child song. You can distort it into something totally unrecognizable because you're playing so slow. So he kind of taught me it's about the pace, like, what was it? Let me see if I can, oh, here it is. And then we missed the dark one here. But it was so hilarious to play this. I really liked it a lot. I can totally recommend it. And we were sitting like 3 adults having really a fun time with this crazy game here. So and everything is just you know, you get these bricks here, and the bricks is telling you what kind of question you're getting, and it's divided up in different sorts and categories. So in case you don't like to sit with that xylophone, or what's it called, xylophone, there's also questions where you don't need to play, you know. And some of them, oh my god, I was so bad at it. There is one where you have to look at a picture and then remember what's on the picture. I was so bad at it. Let's see if I can get one from that category. I can't even remember the category. Was it this one? Let me see. Okay, now I have to show something and then I can't even show it. But it's one where you have to look at a picture and then you have to recall all the items that's on this picture, and then they turn over the card and then they ask how many of that, how, you know, how many red apples were in this picture and stuff like that. Okay, I can't find it. But it's also like basic memory, and you think like, oh, I rock at this, I can do this. I even got like 2 minutes to memorize the picture, and as soon as they flip the picture over and ask the question, your mind just turned blank, you know. So yeah, it was fun. I can totally recommend like old school game playing on Christmas Eve. Okay, and to round off this Christmas upload, where I tell you guys Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and speak about upload, it takes me 2.5, not sometimes 3 or 4 hours to upload a video that lasts about an hour. So and it takes so long time, so I like to just put it to upload and then go to bed, because not being able to use your computer for 3 hours, because it will slow down the process. Oh my god. So maybe this video will hit you tomorrow, I don't know, but in any case, Merry Christmas, and sorry it's so late. But I just want to say what I'm working on right now. Like I said, I'm quilting at the moment, and I am working on this year-long project that I once started, then boxed away because I lost interest. It was too intricate. Took it back out this year with the intention on working further on it. What it basically is applique. It's where you applique, cut out pieces of fabric, and then with embroidery thread sew them to the quilt top, right? And it's just, oh my god, I did it. I made it so difficult for myself. It's going to be super beautiful when it's done. I got so much applique work on this quilt. It makes me sweat just to think of it. I can't believe that I started this project. It is super huge. So I tried to skip over the applique parts with 6 blocks that are going to be uniform, star-shaped 6 blocks. Also to ground something on the quilt top so it doesn't look so messy with all sorts of different styles, you know. So I'm not sure if I like it yet, but I started making these stars out of scraps. So here's the second star. So I have like 2 pink stars on the top and the bottom, and then I'm gonna have like 6 stars on the side of the quilt, because yes, that's how long it is. It is a queen bed quilt. It's the biggest, or is it called king sized bed? I don't know. We only have one bed size here in Denmark. So, but anyway, it is humongous. It is so big. So I guess that's why it's taking me years, you know. But before starting up this work, I had to sort out my scraps. Oh yeah. So I've spent some time sorting out and ironing my crumbs, what's it called, that? Scraps. I don't have a lot of fabric, and you're gonna pass out when you see my humble selection of fabric. Well, this is everything I own. It does not look like much, but I'm telling you, this selection is awesome. I can do a lot of things with just this fabric, and then of course I need uniform fabric for the backing and, you know, yeah, borders and stuff. But yeah, I have been cutting out all the pieces that I need for some of the 6 stars, and I think I'm gonna work with like a bluish tone. So I already have cut out making red and yellow the pop color, and then I'm gonna make stars because I really love that star quilt I just finished. It made me confident that I can do something with precision. So yeah, I mean, it really yeah, sparks joy to work with fabric. But yeah, that's what I've been working on at the moment, and it may seem like, oh my god, so much work, but there is a ton of funky stuff in this. So I had to practice on with this star shape. So I'm actually working on 2 projects at once, but that's very typical me while I'm sewing. I like to have 2 projects going at the same time, because if I get stuck, or you can say bored of one but still want to sew, then I can jump on to my next project. So that was project 1 that I'm working on. Now I'm gonna show you the second one. Okay, it's all about challenging myself. Because if I don't get challenged, I mean, how else am I supposed to grow and evolve if I don't challenge myself? But what happened was that my old Singer sewing machine died on me last year because the gas pedal just was broken, and it was so annoying. It was like I pushed it down and it didn't react, and then when it finally connected with the machine, it was almost pushed down to the bottom, so the sewing machine was just jumping forward like, you know. So it was impossible for me to sew anything nice. So my hubby promised to fix my problem for me, and he came back with this sewing machine, which was from IKEA, and I was such a sewing machine snob that I was like, no way that I'm gonna use that machine. But then it turns out that the IKEA machine is not sewing fast. So it allows you to do nice work because it's easier to line things up when the speed is not ridiculously fast, you know. So I experienced that I was actually able to evolve from being a very wonky quilter into a person who was able to sew and quilt star-shaped things. So the ultimate test for me is the stars, to get the points right and everything. And then the next step is, oh my god, the diagonal star shape. And that's what I've been working on here, you know, to test myself, I guess. You know, the star shape, but with diagonals, diagonal diamond shapes, or what's it called? Yeah. So I'm actually working on this pattern where everything is turning into one humongous huge star for the center of the quilt. That's one topper here, and then I'm still in progress with half a star for the bottom, and then this is for the top. Yada yada. Yeah, and then because it's tough for me to line things up, to get it straight. This has not yet been ironed. I still have wonkiness. Can you see that? Like the inner sections does not totally match up. I hope that I can iron it more in place, because in some places it looks like it doesn't match up, but when you get to iron it flat, it gets better. But anyway, that's the second project. And it's very difficult because I have to think a lot, and I also have to work with I don't have a pattern, so I have to work with shapes that I have to calculate myself before sewing and cutting. Like for instance, this shape right here of white fabric have to meet a border, so I had to figure out, you know, yeah. Yeah. And that's why it's nice to have two projects going on. One where you have to think, and then another one that's basically just a lot of hours put in. But the good thing I wanted to say about the two quilt projects this year is that the original quilt that I'm working on, you know, the one with all the appliques, involves different kind of task, because you got slow stitching there. You got the new stars that you are going to applique on, and then this is quilting where you don't do applique, but you cut out pieces and sew them together into the quilt top. There is a difference, so I like that the diversity between the two projects. So yeah. I feel I'm babbling, but as you can tell, how can you stream when you're sewing and quilting? I don't think that it's stream worthy, is it called that? Like, yeah, I just don't feel like turning on a camera and while I'm working on this, because the angles are crazy. I sew one place in the house and then another place the next day. I move around in the house depending on which quilt I'm working on. So and the applique part, I can totally see how I could just sit and slow stitch and let my mouth run. But then when I upload the video, I totally regret, because I talk a lot. Especially today I talk a lot because I ate a lot of candy. Oh Lord. I'm on a sugar high right now. Normally when I'm, you know, celebrating, having people over for dinner or celebrating Christmas, I hold back on, you know, just eating, because I want the guests to enjoy, you know, stuff on the table. But once you leave, oh man, once you leave my house, I am eating it like a pig, like digging in, you know, the goodies, finding my favorites. No, but I'm telling you, the day after Christmas, I always like eat like a pig, you know, like I'm cleaning up all the balls by eating them, using myself as a trash can. So I think that's why I'm on a sugar high today and talk a lot. But on other days, I normally don't like talk a lot. So I don't even imagine how I could uphold a stream where I sit and slow stitch and then just talk. It would be like, a lot of unnecessary information is using up space on the YouTube. So yeah. But I wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone, and giving you just a sign of life from me. I haven't been maintaining my YouTube channel because of a lot of stuff. So I'm still here. Wish you a happy new year, and thank you so much for being my friend during this year. Hopefully next year we'll have more normal, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say, what everyone else is saying, wishing for the best for 2022, like we did at last New Year's Eve, where we all were like, yeah, 2020 sucked, but 2021 is gonna be awesome. And then it turned out to be just as bad, I think, as 2020. So, but greetings from me, Happy New Year, and I'll see, we are asked out, or invited out, it's called, New Year's Eve, but because of the time difference, Janet M. Young is streaming, like, I think it is 6:30 in the morning in my country, so I'm not sure if I'm awake at that time and what state I would be in at that time, since we are returning from a party. But I will hope that I can just peek in before I go to bed, and I might not chat because you know, like, don't drink and drive, you don't chat, drink at the same. So I am going to watch all the New Year's Eve streams in the new year, but I won't be able to participate in the chat, in the live streams, because we are not home. So I will see you guys on your streams. Happy New Year.